go, ladies and gentlemen, the NSESA's Mario Kart Championship against, with Conestoga and Concordia going up against each other. And here we go. In the first Grand Prix, we've got... Let's see what course we get. Ooh, everybody's a favorite. Excite Bike. How exciting.
Yeah, I think it's Swan's favorite, I know.
This is definitely one of Concordia's favorite maps, with all the tricking, with all of the lack of shortcuts. You know, it's just phenomenal.
Well, clearly they know how to trick.
Mm-hmm. Concordia is running the Cat Cruiser and Peach or Cat Peach combo. Conestoga is running the bit older Waluigi, Mr. Scooty, and Bitty Buggy combo from the last meta. And Concordia is in a first, third position, but the pack is still quite tight. Ooh, getting trailed by Green Shell. So tell me, what do you think about this course yourself?
I think this course is the most brain dead one out of all of them.
Brain dead?
Yeah, pretty much.
Brain dead. But it couldn't be worse than Baby Park. Maybe we'll see that one come up.
Hey, we just saw him take the shortcut.
Very good.
And straight into the grass.
Item management is definitely a big thing on this course. Second place is kind of locked there with a super horn. Not a very offensive item.
I wonder, LP just hit him with the super horn.
But is able to use it effectively. Very good.
Both first and second got the super horn.
People having mushrooms, holding them for the corners up here.
You know what? I just saw that Waluigi used the mushroom on the grass patch, not the shortcut.
Okay, Conestoga getting taken out of first, and Concordia is in first and second on the last lap here. It's still anyone's game. This pack is very tight. Maybe 1 to 2 seconds from first to fourth.
Oh, he's going to take the shortcut?
That's right. But gets hit by a green shell coming off the turn. Concordia takes first and second and comes out to a quick lead. Well, thank you to everyone who's come here to watch and to be a part of this NETA Smash Brothers, Rocket League, and Mario Kart Tournament Day. It's fantastic to be here with you commentating. Looks like in this second race for Mario Kart, we've got Tick-Tock Clock.
Now here's a map which I like.
The Bitty Buggy here will definitely have a good time. Its mini turbo stat is really going to help it with all these tight turns.
Just depends on how well he does the middle part.
I've seen this guy race all day. This guy is very, very good with his lines and drifts.
Yeah, I can see that clearly.
He'll chain them left and right all day. Looks like Concordia back in fourth place doing some maybe unintentional bagging. Oh, and falling off the edge in the last gear set. Conestoga's first place is already starting to run away with it.
Seems like they know this map very well.
But you never know. It's pretty early in the race, about halfway through. Items on 4 players. If you get the right offensive set, you can really lay some punishment down on the person in front of you.
Yeah, it seems like they got second and third. So if they can chain off their attack items, they could definitely bring him down.
Definitely. So what do you think is the hardest part about this course itself?
I'd say probably the spinning clock wheels.
Yeah, they keep spinning, and they're different every lap. Sometimes they give you a shortcut, sometimes they take away a path. Here we go. Conestoga's first player in the Bitty Buggy, the Yoshi combo.
Still running very far ahead.
Just front running very far. It's a fantastic race for him.
Yeah, this is not looking too good.
And he's got great defense.
In third place.
He's definitely got this.
Third lap.
Concordia's taken up second place here with the Cat Peach, and the blue shell has zeroed in on him. Conestoga turns the corner with a star, but isn't quite close enough to take second or third.
Concordia takes second and third.
So very close now in that race. Just a 6-5 win. Looks like Concordia is up, what was that, 13-9 I saw?
I can't count. I hope so, though. Oh, there we go.
Concordia's players are cheering. This is for Baby Park. The world record's somewhere around 1 minute. We might see them cut across the grass, except for that short little cut at each end of this little oval. There's not much to this course except just managing those items.
Yeah, this is one of the most skillful tracks in the game.
I completely disagree with you.
Your opinion doesn't matter.
Well, okay. But it definitely is an oval. We can agree on that, yeah. And Waluigi getting hit by an item, we can see that items are definitely going to be a big thing. Concordia's players are taking the little grass shortcut. You can see them drifting into it and releasing a turbo and jumping across. That can be effective. But if you miss enough items pulling the little shortcut, then the people behind you are just going to start catching up with their mushrooms and other offensive items. It's really hard to keep track of this race, but we're on the 5th lap right now. Concordia's dropped from first and second to first and fourth, but some mushrooms here will help with the shortcuts. We'll see how the items fall. Oh, no. Hopefully the items fall better than that cut right there. Conestoga's back at 1 and 3. They've got a super horn, not a great offensive item, but in such a chaotic map, it can definitely be helpful.
I hope he just goes straight to the grass with that one.
It's the last lap, and it ends up 3rd and 4th for Concordia, 1st and 2nd for Conestoga. What a great map for them. That one was everywhere. How would you have finished had you raced that one?
Probably first.
First?
Yep.
Did you say 5th or first?
I said first.
Oh, okay. Well, here we go. I think we've got one race left in this set, and we'll see who comes out on top. It is Cheap Beach.
Oh, this map sucks.
Hey, this is one of my favorites. I love this boardwalk zone. Just catching the perfect drift around this first corner feels so good. You can also get this coin, and sometimes that drift, you can pull it all the way off to that ramp.
This is also a baggers map.
Yeah, it can be.
There's a bullet bill extension right at the front.
It's true. Well, it looks like Conestoga's in that 3rd and 4th bagging section.
I'm just watching this Waluigi miss every item box.
Oh, no. It is unfortunate when you miss those. I've missed so many myself. But it's early in the race. It is very early in the race. And he's definitely got a high mini-turbo build. So he will be able to take these tight corners a little bit better than the Cat Cruisers would.
Oh, but
Yoshi
just hit the wall.
Yeah. So here we go. This is what I'm talking about. He starts the drift. He hits the coin. He takes the drift all the way through. And that view as a reward is just something else. Red Yoshi using a little rear view to see who's behind him. Check the items of the person behind.
Yeah, I don't think Concordia's been doing that much.
Well, you know, in the heat of the moment, these little things like looking forwards, looking back, sometimes you lose track of what you should do. It's hard to race these things. Mario Kart, I read recently this year, is one of the most stressful video games to play. It has a high impact on people's heart rate.
Where'd you get that from? Wikipedia?
Absolutely. Yes. Concordia's in 1st and 2nd.
Oh, he just hits 2 banana peels.
Got hit by bananas right at the item boxes.
Unlucky.
You know, sometimes trapping those item boxes is definitely a good idea. Concordia's looking good up in 1st and 2nd. Conestoga's got some power items in the back. Infinite mushrooms and stars and blue shells going up.
Oh, wait, he has a horn.
He has a horn, and he was able to block that blue shell. Those power items took back second place for Conestoga. We'll see if Concordia can snipe him with a green shell and pull the boo so he doesn't get hit. But he hits himself with the blue shell. Some friendly fire there. Concordia takes first and fourth, and the Grand Prix goes to... It's tied, 22-22. So we've got to go to a tiebreaker race.
All right, you guys ready for one more?
So the score is tied, 22-22. And what happens next is these racers will start up another Grand Prix. They'll pick one course at random, and whichever team wins the Grand Prix. Here we go. The race that was picked was Toad's Turnpike. You got to say that one slowly. Make sure you get it right. This one has a lot of chaos in it. Not because it's a difficult geometry for the course, but because there's all these cars driving around with you, and they are not forgiving. They're not fast, but they are not forgiving. So avoiding these things with the drifts, with the lines, that's the hard thing, the hardest thing about this map. So when you see these ramp cars, what's your first instinct? Do you take them or do you leave them be?
Oh, you leave them be 100%.
Yeah, but what about being safe up in the air?
You lose a lot of speed being up in the air.
That depends on the cart build though, right? So, Concordia's up at first, getting hit by something, and then getting also taken out by a super horn. Conestoga's holding on to a fire flower. That is one of the best offensive items and defensive items. Able to break incoming shells or break the racers in front of you.
Both bottom players have 0 coins. This is amazing.
And that is something we haven't even spoken about. If you look at first and second, it's 7 and 8. They're going something like 4.5 to 5% faster than their minimum speed. And that's just because they've got that number of coins. Whereas the players on the bottom with 0 coins, they're going at, even while driving at max speed, they're maxing out their cart's speed with no bonus speed. When you get those coins, for each coin it's about 0.6% extra max speed. So it can help you keep that lead or catch up. Does he go over the... The Cat Peach
he
does
just
not.
goes straight into the bridge.
Yeah, it goes straight into the bridge. Can't quite clear that overhead. And here we are on the last lap. If Concordia takes
he got a
first,
blue shell. Will he
think
get to the
that
finish line
means that
beforehand?
they win.
Swan
First
gonna
place
get
is
second.
at 5 points, and third place is at 2 points. That puts Concordia at 7 to Conestoga's...
Let's see.
4.
4 points to 7. That means we
so
take
Concordia
the half.
took the first Grand Prix. Congratulations, Concordia. We've got more to come. That's 1 out of 3. We're playing best of 3. Ooh, and here we are at the start of the second Grand Prix. Concordia's up 1-0, and we've got Mount Wario. What is the most dangerous part of this map?
It's obviously got to be the tree section.
Yeah.
That's the most difficult part.
About halfway through, there is a forest that the racers have to drive through. And if I were driving it, I would hit every tree but one, for sure. Right up here, there's a little shortcut they can take. Just skip off this little ledge.
Every single,
1,
besides
2, 3 people take it. The Waluigi decides
the Waluigi
not to.
is not taking the shortcut.
That's okay. He could be hoping for some good speed items.
He doesn't take the second shortcut either.
Yeah.
But he does take the boost panels. Oh, no, mine completely misses it.
Okay, so Concordia's up at first and second. Second place has got a nice defensive red shell behind. Here's a little waterway, and this, right after this, is the tree section we're talking about. Probably the hardest part. After this, it opens up into some slaloms, and then a straightaway at the end with some boost panels. So if the players make it through the trees, it gets a little bit easier.
Now this map is really good for front running, so I'm assuming Jimmy is going to be front running the entire race.
Okay, Concordia makes it through, hitting
all the trees.
Hitting one tree, and that's just the hardest part. So here we go. The slaloms are coming up next. These are tight S turns. Drifting around these things can be difficult, and now we've got a bunch of, I don't know, just bumps here. Coming out of this section with speed items can be really influential at the end because there's a corner you can cut with mushrooms, and Conestoga's got lots of those to spare.
Will Andrew Swan snipe someone in the air?
We'll see. Concordia's at first and second, but these shortcuts right here, deciding to drift, but gets hit by a green shell and hits one of Conestoga's with the red shell. Can he hit him with the green?
He sniped them twice.
It's a double hit at the end. Concordia takes first, third, and Conestoga second and fourth. What an exciting ending. The players with some skillful item play there.
You got outplayed.
There's not much you can say to that green shell that's coming right at you, you know? From point blank almost. It's a great race all around. They were pretty close, first to fourth. Second race of this second Grand Prix is DK Jungle. This one's got some really interesting shortcuts that you can take across the grass.
I wonder if the Yoshi and the Waluigi will understand the shortcuts.
Conestoga raced this earlier today, and the red Yoshi really, really took the shortcuts well. So we'll see if Concordia's Jim and Andrew can take this one home as well. But here's a little shortcut right here. You drift into this little ramp, and if you've got a mushroom, you can do what the player in the top left just did, go left of the ramp. But we'll see. Concordia's dropped back into third and fourth. Conestoga's pulling away first and second. It's early in the race. You'll see the players just collecting coins, cycling through items. Okay, Concordia's loaded up on the mushrooms. A little bit of a shortcut here, just an alternate path. The high path has a bunch of coins in it, right? Sometimes players are low on coins and take that one instead.
Yeah, speaking of coins, seems like all the players have less than 5 coins.
Yep. Here we're starting to see that red Yoshi pull away. He's got right behind him his Waluigi player with 2 defensive items. This course, that red Yoshi could definitely pull away with a nice defensive wall. 2 green shells, and then Waluigi himself.
Yeah, it's going to be very rough cracking the defense of this red Yoshi player, especially that he's very good and he's running past even farther and farther away.
It's true.
But the Waluigi did get hit behind, so now he's in third place.
Yeah, this could be the moment where Concordia on the third lap starts to make a comeback. We'll see if the Smart Bounce takes out the Cat Peach. Ooh, Concordia's also got a Boo. Concordia's not getting the offensive items that they need at this point, just defensive air horns. And that red Yoshi is just hitting his lines. He's just doing a great job. At max coins, 10 to top off his speed, and he's got a defensive banana to boot.
Oh, Jimmy got a star in second place. This could be huge.
Just one flyaway, and then a one left turn.
This could be really huge for Jimmy.
Red Yoshi is basically right there at the end. And there's nothing that's going to take him back in second or third. Oh. The Peach takes the wide line and gets passed at the end. Concordia loses that race. Third and fourth place to Conestoga's first and second. Well done to them. Looks like we're at 10 for Concordia, 12 for Conestoga. Boy, that was a rough race for Concordia there.
Yeah,
that
maybe
red
you
Yoshi.
need to sub out Swan.
You know, he's doing a fine job, I think. Here we go, Animal Crossing, and it is springtime, right? All these cherry blossoms? This is an interesting map because it comes in 4 different varieties. You've got spring, summer, fall, and winter varieties, and it looks different. It has different jumps. It has different traction stats, depending on which one is randomly selected by Nintendo's number generator.
Yeah, this map is very difficult to practice on, so let's see what they come up with.
Okay, last race that Red Yoshi was leading the front, and this
the Red
time,
Yoshi sniped himself and went back to 4th place.
You know, that's one of those things. Nintendo has a smart bounce feature for its green shells, where they'll go off a wall and they'll get sent off in a direction towards a player, even if it wouldn't otherwise bounce off like that. So, for some reason, the number just said, you know, Red Yoshi, we're going to bounce that green shell back at you.
Concordia taking 1st, 2nd place.
So far, about halfway through.
Swan holding 2 defensive items.
That's really good for Concordia.
Having 1 red shell.
Red shell in 3rd could take out the carried red shell. We'll see what he gets then with this double item box. It's that Red Yoshi
boomerang
again, getting a boomerang, able to take out both the defensive item and the Cat Peach. And now he's got that boomerang in his pocket behind a banana. Okay, Waluigi's now up in 2nd. Oh, an unfortunate drift in the wrong direction. I can't explain why the controllers do that sometimes.
The Red Yoshi is just trying to get Swan out of the game with the boomerang.
Concordia's regular Peach is still front running. Got a bit of a lead, but the Red Yoshi's got a mushroom here at the end, and there is a mushroom shortcut right before the finish line. It's right here.
Oh, he can't take it.
The Waluigi tries to take it, barely misses it, but does in fact do well. Concordia, though, somehow sneaks out the win there right at the last second, right? That Cat Peach came out of nowhere. And Concordia's at 18 to 15 for Conestoga. It comes down to this last race. Either team can still win this one.
Yep.
You're only guaranteed 3 points.
Swan and Jimmy better not throw.
Cloud Top Cruise. How many times have we seen this one today? At least 3 times, I think. So I would say they are ready. They have practiced this, but I still predict they're going to fall off a couple times. This is a hard course with a shortcut right at the end. You go over a couple gaps, try to land on a couple leaves, and it is frequently missed. It's definitely a difficult shortcut to hit if you are out of line, or if you're drifting, or if you just got more speed than you're used to. The Red Yoshi on these kinds of courses tends to really pull away, and we're already starting to see that. He's got a defensive red. We'll see. Here's the leaves I'm talking about. Red Yoshi tricks and hits them both perfectly. Well done. The Waluigi uses a mushroom to take it, but and barely dodges that left edge of the map. Keeping alive.
The Red Yoshi is starting to pull out of the pack a little bit.
Yes, he is. We'll start to see maybe a blue shell come out of last place. Maybe not. And taking out the Peach with a star. That's got to feel good. On these boost panels here towards the end of the map, there's lightning bolts. Players have to dodge them, and they're not all difficult to dodge. There's a pattern with the way that they strike, but they are something to avoid there. Red Yoshi just snaking across this course. Oh, this is such a good build for this course. And when you are front running like this, it is easy to just get a bigger and bigger lead, and he is doing a fantastic job. Concordia trying to chain a star through the item boxes. We'll see if they can get anything that can take out that first place Yoshi, but I think at this point Concordia is just trying to hold on to 2nd and 3rd place.
I don't think Waluigi's going to catch up to them, especially with no attack items this late.
This double, what if he's got some nice power items, a star and an infinite. If he hits these perfectly, he could surpass someone, but barely doesn't pass him.
Second and third
So
place.
here we go. Concordia ends up at 23 to Conestoga's 21, and that is the second Grand Prix. And that ends, I believe, the championship match. That's 2 Grand Prix for Concordia to Conestoga's none. So congratulations to the racers. I think that's the end of it. I'm just waiting for someone to give me the thumbs up to end it up. Great job, racers. That was some exciting gameplay. Congratulations.